The custom of the Lord's trial was upheld throughout the founding years of the Empire. Verusso's successor, Caspiro, was a low-born legionnaire, the lone survivor of a labyrinth that claimed the lives of every high-born contender, including Verusso's only son. Caspiro proved to be every bit the emperor that Verusso was. Alas, the Lord's labyrinth was corrupted by those with the vanity to consider their blood more precious than their empire. Selfish blood breeds selfish times, and the Empire paid for it with its own blood, with the Knight of 1,000 Ribbons, with that most regal of cannibals, Emperor Romira. Not anymore. I, Isaro Frecius, shall return us to justice. I shall build the greatest Lord's labyrinth in Asmerian history, and my successor shall be chosen by the goddess herself. Only when the Lord's labyrinth is drenched in selfish blood can a true leader ascend the throne.
Damn.
The guide led the warrior down a path that wound and twisted through fields of blossoming promises, green-bladed hopes. The warrior closed his eyes, a mere moment to feel the warmth of the sun on his back and to drink from the guide's proffered flask. Now the warrior staggers and crawls down the wounded, tortured causeway. The bitterness stings his weeping eyes. The fire roars in his belly, consuming him. The warrior will not ascend. Instead, he hunts, guided by his love for Esamir.
I don't really know what the poem is about, all the different parts of it in this. Like, I'm just not sure. But it seems like maybe two people went into this arena who are from opposite sides, completely different. They teamed up, but then one of them died or one of them betrayed the other. I don't actually. Because of course only one of them can become emperor.
Our throne is the most devious trap of them all.
This room's going to be so full of traps. Horrible, horrible traps.
Don't give up yet.
Oh, it's not. Cool. Thanks, game.
I must have time to gather my will.
Prove yourself, Ascendant. No two battles are alike. Triumphant at last.
Oh, there we go. We did it. Thumbs up for Robo Azario, the tester. And of course for the goddess who sticks around and floats for a little while before fading off herself. That was awesome. We won.
Before your emperor, you are worthy. Before the goddess of justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise, Ascendant. For this is the ending that we all deserve.
Right, now to click everything that I want before we can possibly ever crash. We are an Inquisitor, truth is elusive, yet God has provided us with all the tools necessary to find it.
Truth is elusive, yet God has provided us with all the tools necessary to find it.
Got a bit of a season achievement too. We have ascended. This is now who we are. Our picture has changed. We are mighty. Picking up 10% increased elemental damage, 4% attack and cast speed, 10% more attack damage for each non-instant spell you've cast in the past 8 seconds, up to a maximum of 30%, and Battle Mage, which additionally gives us added spell damage equal to the damage of your main hand weapon. So we are Battle Mage, a wizard warrior. Dump everything in the "If you looked at" section. We have 3 keys to use. Also the Divine Font. I'm allowed to use this twice because of the thing I picked up. Transform a skill gem to be a random transfigured gem of the same color, and add 3% quality to a gem. I guess I will try and turn a blue into a transfigured blue. It does say a random one, so I don't need to pick a particular blue. Choose one. Ball Lightning of Static, Hex Blast of Havoc, and Arc of Oscillating. Sorry. Chain 6 times. Each time it chains, it will also chain a secondary arc to another enemy, but the secondary arc cannot chain further. That's fun. Hex Blast of Havoc. Deals area damage to other enemies if it's already hexed. Damn. And the Ball Lightning of Static creates a ball of lightning at an area, at a location, that damages each enemy in an area around it repeatedly with bolts of lightning. Cannot be supported by spell echo or used by totems. It's interesting. It's a ball lightning that doesn't move. So that's kind of crazy good. And so is this arc one. Well, I'm solo self-found, and I probably don't want, either of these, but probably a Ball Lightning of Static so I can use it to hex, like cast damage taken, Ball Lightning with an exposure on it, or a curse on it or something. Could be fun. I do the same with Arc though. I really could. Let's do it. Let's go with it. Just for fun. Oh! I might be able to use the same thing again. I didn't even think of that. I thought the two would have to be, different. I'll get rid of Summon Holy Relic, because that was like a spell I could choose right at the start. Ow. Cool. Essence Strain of Wickedness. We healed some of the debuff damage, that's cool. Lightning Golem of Hordes. Lightning Golem fires a projectile spell, creates orbs of lightning that zap nearby enemies, and casts a temporary aura that grants added lightning damage to spells and attacks used by the golem and its nearby allies. And you can summon up to 3 of them instead of the usual 1. The Cold Snap of Power. I don't really know what's different about that. Cold Snap usually does a lot of that, but I don't actually know. Lightning Golem sounds like it could be right up my street. For solo self-found. Cha-ching. There we go, the Divine Font is now dead. Poor guy. Let's pick some random treasure chests. This one's lucky, yep. And this one? Yeah, okay, not bad. This treasure chest is locked. A treasure key is required to open it. So, 3 keys, 3 boxes. Did my Divine Font. I guess Stash a little bit more. That was cool. We have ascended. Now I just need to win the next one to get the thing that's really going to change our character. So to start off with selling everything that's not really for my class. Probably the smartest way to do it.
Still breathing, eh? Stay out of the shadows.
I'll put these back in there because I might use them. Same with this one. Yeah.
You getting there? Don't do anything I would.
Right, so 4 link slots and a 5th socket on it. Starts as a very nice base with lots of things all over it. It's got to be worth a go with an essence. I'm level 32, and these only work on things up to 35. This is perfect. Other armor reflects 1 to 4. No. We should probably use this one on it. Guaranteed cold resistance. And other things. So, it's got almost 70 more armor than our old one. It's got an extra 32 energy shield. A bit of cold and chaos resist. It's great. We'll run with this. We should buff up our smite if we can. Ooh, I don't want the arrogance and the discipline in there next to each other. Oh, it's not. It's absolution and discipline, okay. I think we'll do Fist to Lightning over here instead. I think because it's important for us to survive, I might retire my old iron gauntlets. I can always put them back on if I change my mind. A bit more overall life. That's cool. Overall, less resistances there. So maybe not. What about this? Nothing too striking about the ring. do kind of want to crit more, but not at the cost of all that resistance. Oh wow, I'm massively overcapped on Frost anyway. I'm a little bit under. So when I head out to the Lunaris Temple and our auras kick in, let's see kind of how much health I've got. Yeah, 929 HP, 485 shield. Onwards to glory.
And so, I take my first steps into damnation incarnate.
Just checking that the stream's on. Yeah, the stream is on. Just that no one said anything for a little while, and I do like to check every now and again when that happens. Okay, let's rock.
This'll do nicely.
This looks like it could be the right direction. Oh, a whole side area. Let's go.
I must have time to gather my will.
Oh, we killed him, I didn't even notice. Wow, 3 gems? It's very generous of the game. Purity of lightning, rather. That's cool. It was unvoiced, but I left the text on the screen for a little while. wasn't the right way so far after all. There was an orange special mob in there, but he did.
I must have time to gather my will.
Aha, the outer area with the carts. We're good. This is the way. I had two options of which of the two the ways it would go, and then I picked the wrong one. Oh man, how embarrassing. See, we were going to get a cool new talent. Every 3 seconds, consumes a nearby corpse to recover 10% of life. There we go. So lots more survivability, as long as there's things dying nearby. Party.
Your conviction drives you, heretic. But have you thought what it might drive others to do in return? Nightmare will save us!
When she goes over the different color orbs, she gets different benefits. She's running for that fire one, but I managed to delete it.
Damns us, heretic! Your devotion damns us, heretic!
I am no beast of burden. Rest while you can, mistress of suffering. Judgment will not go easy on you.
Well, I say that, but then I'm not gonna walk out. That's for suckers. Let's go.
Wherever he is, I'm sure Tolman knows what you've done. I know you didn't do it for him, or for me. It doesn't matter. Piety's reign of cruelty is over. Thank you.
Yep. That's the kind of guy I am. Taking down villains.
Watch yourself.
I'm gonna try popping this essence on this thing. Just want a weapon. It guarantees adding 4 to 5 physical damage. There it is. So socketed fire gems, that's unfortunate. Big melee damage though. There's some extra and some extra. Some accuracy on it, yeah. Big gains. Double the low end, double the top end. A little bit more crit strike chance. Yeah, cool. Oh, it looks cool as well. We spearing.
Piety dies amongst her abominations, her warped dream taunting her, maddeningly out of reach. As a poet, I'm fond of that creed of justice. Here, the executioner needs recompense.
Back in the old days, this used to give you 2 skill points, I'm pretty sure.
Unfortunately, Piety was simply a puppet of a greater force. You've cut the strings, but the master remains. Dominus. That key you've picked up, I heard the blackguards talk of it. It's the one key to the Scepter of God on the northern edge of the blackguard encampment. Only Piety was permitted to carry it. Dominus accessed his laboratory at the summit of the tower via a pulley system rigged to the outside wall. That way will be barred to you. And I heard of no one, not even Piety, going in or coming out of the lower levels. Go with care, Exile. I can't imagine what's inside that tower if even Piety and Dominus feared to tread its steps.
Some crazy guys, they throw like books and stuff at you.
When Piety was experimenting on me, my consciousness was mercifully fleeting. In those moments of numbing darkness, I met a presence. Intelligence, power, immensity beyond the limits of my pitiable mortal senses. To this creature, I was but a raindrop falling into the sea. I heard Piety speak to her lackeys of the beast. It is the source of her thaumaturgy and the object of her ambitions. I believe Piety's beast and that dark entity are one and the same. Wherever it is, whatever it is, the beast is the cause of my malformation. It would not be a stretch of reason to consider the beast the source of all malformation in Rayclast. Goodbye.
Need something?
Piety's off to meet the Maker, is she? I'd love to be a fly on the wall of that little chat.
don't do anything I would.
You have claimed the most worthy of prey, Makoru. Piety, the mistress of corruption. I'm not saying the war is over, but you've given Rayclast a much-needed respite. Because of you, this land lives to see another dawn. There is
Yeah, it
nothing
does.
else.
What are we doing next on the old talent tree? Heading down towards the Divine Shield. There it is. We'll read it out when we get there. So, yeah, with everyone spoken to and only Dominus's tower left, I think we'll finish it there on this Friday, if you're live on Twitch, and if you're watching on YouTube, the episode just continues on the Monday. Or maybe you'll see me for some Dark Souls during Monday morning. Whichever the case, goodbye and farewell. Thumbs up. Now I just need to reach the other computer. Right, cool. Let's carry on. I believe we're heading to the Imperial Gardens. Huh. That's odd. Could be in a couple of different directions, I guess, but I would have thought it would have been the way I was going. Here we go.
Every stone placed for the glory of God. Beautiful.
Oh, Val's side area. See what we get. Oh, Vol Spark. Pretty awesome. I like that there's white sockets on this, but because it's corrupt, we can't change it to something better. And again, with this, because it's corrupted, we can't fix it. Or at least, I don't know how. Here we go, more upstairs. Dead end. Let's try going across the middle. Damn. Bottom left corner then, I guess. We've already unlocked the Scion character by clicking on that. Many years ago.
Exile has tested you, my brother. Now let's see what God has to say.
The old end boss of the game.
Submit, heretic!
Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile? Die! The light of divinity! Die! Die in awe! The touch of God! Nightmare prevails! This world is an illusion, Exile.
Monster mode. There. That's
By
the end of the old end
exiling
boss.
me, you were my Genesis Dominus. And now here I stand, countless miles and murders later, honored to be your revelation.
Alright, calm down, my guy.
I am no beast of burden.
You have mounted the summit of the Empire, not a cockroach. You have crushed the Bug Emperor and wiped his maggot dreams from the skin of Rayclast. Dominus exiled you, naked and alone, unto the palm of death. But you would not die, would you? No. No. You cuddled death, promised it the world, made it your disciple, and so generously shared it with all your fleeting friends here in Rayclast. Not once did you forget what you were. Not a cockroach feeding on the corpse of a dead empire, like the pest you crushed as you walked. A man. The sort of man that planted the seed of this empire right here in San so long ago. What teetering and twisted life it still holds dear, this land owes to you, Templar. Of course, there will be more. You know that, don't you? Emperors. Avaricious little pests scrabbling to steal the legacy of their betters. Unless we burn that legacy, sear its infection from the flesh of existence. Go north, my lovely unbug. Go to Highgate, to the beginning of the end. Dive headlong into the nightmare sea. Catch and roast yourself a nice big fishy.
This thing ruining my lore. Right, I put down a portal over this way actually. Let's go and grab this. And do a little bit of selling.
What's up?
I might keep this just in case I want to stack a massive amount of fire resist at some point. That belt's nothing to write home about. And we could sell this too. Nothing good.
Good luck to you.
To kill a man like Dominus, that's an accomplishment worthy of Kaum, my greatest ancestor. Were we in Namakanui, I'd make you a Makanga, an honored warrior. But we are not in Namakanui. We dwell in a city of death, and my respect is all the honor I can bestow on you.
Aye, I'll take it.
You have claimed the most worthy of prey, Makoru. Piety and Dominus, the harbingers of nightmare. I'm not saying the war is over, but you've given Rayclast a much-needed respite. Because of you, this land lives to see another dawn. Talakora.
Yes?
Can I help you?